Today's Bedtime and Your Baby is brought to you by Johnson's Baby.
Are you the parent whose child's sleep routine comes down to bath, bottle, and book every single night?
Or are you the parent where anything goes in your house and you get them down when you can?
Well, whether they're 8 months old or 8 years old, kids and parents do need to get enough sleep, and it's best to form those good habits early on.
That's right. So here to help you do just that are Tara Glasgow. She's the Vice President of Research and Development at Johnson's Baby.
And Dr. Mary Ellen Renna. She's a board-certified pediatrician, as well as Colleen Padilla, a Walmart mom and founder of the parenting blog Classy Mommy.
Hey, kids. Cute. Nice to see all of you. Thanks so much.
All right, so Today.com did one of those polls, and we found out that 72% of new parents have a loose routine. It's not that structured. Is that a...
They let the baby call the shots.
The baby call the shots a little bit, yeah.
Well, I hope we can inspire some changes in that, because
they're going to pay for that, aren't they?
Yeah, what we've learned is that making a routine a daily ritual has a huge impact. If you do it every day, it makes a big difference. So we've clinically tested about 80,000 babies we've researched in the past 10 years. Different sleep patterns, different behaviors. And what we've learned is that in that time, having a ritual where you start with something as simple as a bath, a lotion, massage, followed by quiet time together, a lullaby, or reading a story, exactly. All of these work together.
Time is a good thing to introduce your children to.
Yeah, to engage the senses in a way that it locks in the baby's memory, the moments from that night and remembers back to the night before.
Yeah, it's got to be important to start early. I mean, how early is the right time to start this?
It's never too early.
Yeah.
What I recommend when I tell parents when they're coming home from the hospital is to start the routine as soon as they're coming home. And what it does is it reinforces the behavior for the parents, so they get into that habit of...
They can count on it as well.
They can count on it, so it becomes habitual for them. And then eventually, over the next few weeks and months, it becomes a habit for the baby. Because early on, it's not going to be a habit for the infant, because they're all brainstem reflexes. So they don't have the cortex to really know that, okay, I'm being put to sleep and I have to do it on my own.
Right.
But as their brain is evolving over the next, 4 to 8 weeks, they start to develop a memory, and then it becomes a habit.
But if you haven't been doing it...
Well, here's the problem.
Can you do it?
New time parents especially, we can talk to you about this. Right. When that baby starts screeching and crying, we end up going in and comforting, and what's the best thing you would say?
Well, it's really overwhelming to do that, but I think the most important thing is to stick to that routine, find what works for you. Doing that bath time, reading a book is something that I did with my children when they were young, from day one, reading that book, and it becomes a routine and a habit for mom.
And they'll be better students later. They'll love reading.
And what's crazy, my kids are 6 and 8 now. My son is 6 in the first grade. We don't negotiate at bedtime. He would prefer to dig worms in the backyard all day long. Yeah. But the one time of day that my reluctant reader will read is at bedtime. He's begging to read because we made that part of our ritual.
It's the consistency, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, and you have to be equal on it, equal partner of parenting.
What if a parent's watching and they have a 2-year-old and they haven't been doing it, and they're saying, okay, now I want to start doing it? Can you unring the bell and reprogram a child?
I like that. You can unring the bell if you want to, but you have to be consistent. The problem is you can tell the parents to start all over again and to do your bedtime routine and put the baby or the toddler into the bed or the crib while they're still awake so they can put themselves to sleep. But they have to be consistent. So what happens is, the baby's in the bed and the baby starts to cry. All right, baby's crying. They go right to the crib and they respond to them.
And now
so they're reinforcing
they're going to get the attention.
But if they do this ritual continually and they stick to what they've been doing, it works every time.
It really does.
It's hard to do. It's very difficult
How much
to
sleep do they need? About, do you know? For little babies,
it depends on babies. Generally, infants sleep about 12 to 17 hours a night.
So do dogs.
True.
And then as you get to 3, the average 3-year-old sleeps about 13 hours a day or night. And then as you get older, it gets a little bit less and less and goes to 12.
And they still need it, but with all the homework and everything, all the after-school things, they're down to not enough sleep at all.
All right, ladies,
thank you. We could talk about it for a long, long time.
Appreciate
Nappy time. All right, thank you so much.